then now that you're done with the brainstorming, the next part is to look at the top ideas. How do you do it? Well, this step is fairly simple, but one of the key things I'd like to point out here is that you want to vote for the most promising ideas. Now, in IDEO, they say that let's look at what are the ideas that are most buildable. Well, yes, buildable ideas are good, but buildable ideas may or may not be the most promising ones. So here you really want to look at which are the most promising ideas. A bit of a judgment call, but this is where critical thinking, the judgment, is going to come into play. Yeah, so look at the most promising ideas. What you're going to do is you're going to vote for the ideas independently. In other words, you are going to, each of you going to vote for the ideas that you think is going to be the best idea. Okay, if you like, in order to ensure that you don't kind of blind yourself or live in an echo chamber, you could kind of switch the groups around. So the math group could look at the science group and vote the ideas, for example. So you could do that to kind of make sure that the ideas voted are kind of independent and kind of fresh without bias. Then after that, what you want to do is consolidate the votes, see which ideas or idea gets the most votes, or see if you can cluster some of those ideas together. And then the third one is to pick the main idea or the group of ideas that you want to prototype. Now, at the end of the day, I think here's where you want to make a judgment call. While the ideas that get the most vote may not be the one that you finally prototype. Okay, so it doesn't mean that the ideas that get the most votes would be the one that gets to prototype. Ideal, that would be an ideal situation, but I've seen that there are certain times whereby certain ideas may not get the most votes, but they are the one that eventually, after discussion, they are the ones that get built upon. Okay, so these are the three things you want to do. So the next step is for you to go out there and do the votings of the most promising ideas. So go on and vote the ideas.